Welcome. We are thrilled to have you joining us for today's deep dive. Our mission today is to unpack the specs of a highly specialized piece of commercial AV equipment. It's called let me get this right, the Intelix IPEX-USB2-C DigiIP series USB 2.0 high-speed over IP client device.
Yeah, it is quite a mouthful, honestly. But,
Yeah.
if you've ever looked at a sprawling video wall or a highly interactive smart display and
Also
wonder.
a multi-screen sports bar even.
Right, exactly. You look at those and wonder how the whole system stays perfectly synced without a chaotic mess of wiring everywhere. Well, this device is the hidden magic making that happen.
Let's get right into it then, because if you are designing massive AV networks, you already know the pain of pushing data over long distances. It isn't just about physically reaching the other side of a massive venue.
No, it's about doing it without the network collapsing under latency issues or protocol bottlenecks.
Exactly. So how is this Intelix unit actually bypassing those typical network hurdles?
Well, it acts as a remote client over your existing network infrastructure. By running standard Cat6a or Cat7 cabling, you can push a pristine USB connection up to 100 meters.
Wow, 100 meters, that's massive.
And it's huge.
Huh?
And it doesn't just give you a single endpoint. It actually acts as a full 4-port USB-A hub right at the point of use.
That is incredibly practical. You can cluster a bunch of hardware together, like high-end cameras and smart displays into one drop.
Absolutely.
But what about compatibility? A lot of commercial setups are a messy mix of brand new 4K gear and older legacy hardware.
That is exactly where the engineering shines here. It natively supports enhanced USB 3.2 Gen 1, so it easily handles the heavy bandwidth demands of modern gear. But it is entirely backward compatible with USB 3.0, 2.0, and even 1.1.
Okay, so you don't have to rip and replace your older equipment just because you upgraded your network routing.
Spot on. You just plug it in and it works.
Now, there is a specific term in the spec sheet that stood out to me: isochronous data support. Why is that such a critical feature for this kind of AV environment?
That is really the make-or-break feature for live production. Isochronous data transfer guarantees a steady, continuous stream of data in real time.
Because with standard USB transfers, if a network gets busy, packets might get delayed or resent rate.
Right. And for a standard office printer, who cares? It prints a second later. But for a high-definition, live camera-delayed packets mean dropped frames, stuttering video, and out-of-sync audio. Isochronous support ensures that data arrives exactly on time every single time.
That makes a lot of sense. Now let's talk about the actual architecture. If I have multiple displays and cameras spread across a massive venue, how does the system handle routing to all those different endpoints?
It gives you incredible architectural flexibility. You can route any client device to any host on the network. In fact, a single host can support up to 7 of these clients simultaneously.
7 clients per host. That fundamentally changes the topology of how you design a room.
It really does change the game entirely.
But managing 7 clients per host sounds like a potential nightmare for the tech team. How are you actually controlling all of this under the hood?
The underlying tech is driven by Icron USB extension technology. If you are in the AV space, you already know Icron is the gold standard for extending USB over IP with zero latency.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But you aren't managing this blindly via some clunky command line. It integrates with their Arranger software, which provides a clean visual interface to deploy and route everything. It is purpose-built to slide right into an existing DigiIP 5000 or 6000 series AV over IP ecosystem seamlessly.
Got it. So it is designed to be highly plug-and-play if you are already operating in that Intelix environment.
Exactly.
For anyone looking to spec this into an upcoming build, I was checking out HDTV Supply, and they currently have this unit listed for around $634, which is discounted from a little over $700.
And for that price point, it is a very turnkey solution. You're getting the mounting hardware, the power supply free shipping, plus a 2-year warranty from Intelix to back the hardware up.
It really highlights how far AV architecture has evolved. We aren't just talking about a simple extension cable anymore. This is a highly sophisticated, network-based nervous system that completely solves the spaghetti wire problem for high-end tech setups.
I completely agree. When you look at how much heavy lifting the network is doing here, it fundamentally shifts how we think about hardware placement and distance.
It does, and it leaves us with a fascinating question to consider. As AV over IP technology allows us to flawlessly route massive amounts of data up to 100 meters over these hidden network backbones, are we rapidly approaching a future where traditional direct connection cables disappear from our everyday devices entirely? Something for you to ponder. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.